Comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Hello and welcome to Money on the Floor. I'm here to help you pick it up. Yep, talking about arbitraging, talking about them crazy cryptos that are retracing right now, talking about trading in general, talking about this ARP token that keeps jumping around. So let's see what's really going on. So if we come over here, we go to the dashboard, we go up, we see we're just going up. Wow, something happened. Somebody's buying. Somebody thought it was pretty cheap at that time, I guess. Yeah, I think so. 8 cents. Looks cheap to me. I was thinking about buying some more too. Just let them sit there and wait for them to double, triple, then take the money back out. Why not? Something. Looks like somebody else is trying to went all the way back down. We were up around 12.5. Now we're at 11. Okay, so we're still moving around. Things are happening. We'll have to check the Telegram chat, make sure I'm not missing something. So that's pretty cool. And I see I got my payout today already, so I'm up $24,742. And I still got my 26,000 tokens that I don't know what to do with yet. So, but at least that's coming up. You can always sell them, I guess. One day, when that price is up high enough, like $1, $2, hopefully. So we will see. It's difficult to say. Let's see, there are no announcements, there's nothing else going on there. I guess let's jump over to Trade Pro, take a look. Jump over here and we got a down candle with a tiny indecision candle that's green. That's a day chart, so let's knock it down to a 1 hour chart. 1 hour, we kind of see what's going on in that little thing. So basically, we've bounced up, come down, bounced up, come down, we're back down on the floor. So either we're going to bounce up again, which we could because this one's going straight across, and this one's coming down an angle. So for a 60-minute chart, if it starts to bounce up, you know it's going to put a trend line across these. You want to get out somewhere around here. That's all. Because if you put a trend line, you'll know where to get out. When you start touching that trend line, you get out. Or you get anything that looks like it's turning around. Because you're probably inside a triangle. Now on an hour chart, that much movement, you can make some money there. Nothing wrong with trading there. But if it was a 15-minute chart, I wouldn't mess with it. I'd just stay out. Stay out until it broke. Now a big one, like these big movements up here, sure, I'd trade that if we're at a bigger one. Let's go down to a 15-minute chart. See if we can see something better. So we've got a lot of resistance here, a lot of support, resistance, support, crazy. Now we see how important that level is, and we broke through it, came back and tested it. Okay. So we're waiting for it to do something. If it stops there, we get another red candle and it breaks below, I'd be selling it. That would also be an evening star. Now if we get another candle and we go up, and we break above it, and we come back a little bit and get another candle and goes up, then I'll be buying that. So remember, you're going to put your stop as close as you can get it. And as soon as you can go to break even, you go to break even. Because right now we're on retracement, and that could change any second and start going back into going up mode. So you never know. It just depends what these things want to do and go either way and be ready for either one. And if you pick the wrong one, just close the trade. And then verify if the other side is the right side. If you feel it's the right side, then, and all your parameters are there, then you get in the trade. And that's at 1/3 your lots, going to break even. Every time you move your stop, you put another trade in. So it's pretty cool. Now we'll go over here to Bitcoin US dollar. And we have a Another candle here going down on a day chart. So it tells us we got wicks up here, says it didn't want to go up there. The bears push this back down and then push this back down to here. Now, depends what the next candle does, what's going to happen. So let's take it to a smaller time frame, maybe an hour. Now an hour, you can see we came up, rejection, we're on the floor. So either we're going to bounce up again or we're going to break through. You got to be ready for either scenario. Now if we make this smaller, and we can't make it small enough to find anything else, so we'd have to go back to a day chart and figure that out. So but you can see this level is pretty important. So just depends what it does. Close below, breaks, and stock closes, comes back up, retest, give you another red candle, I'd be selling it, and vice versa for the other way. And you're gonna put your stop as close as you can get it, move to break even as fast as you can get it. And if for any reason this thing crosses that line again and goes the wrong way, close the trade. Don't let it hit your stop. Just get out. Even if it turns around and goes back on your side, then you reevaluate, make sure the trade's still good, then jump back in. But the idea is to lose as little as possible. So basically, we're looking for a bounce off of here or a close and break below. So we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and look at the ETH US dollar real quick. Same thing. We have it going up, rejected here. Now this looks like an evening star, so be careful. Doesn't mean it's going to go down. You still need to break it and go below. This is a day chart. A lot happening in there. So let's make it, go smaller and see. 1 hour. 1 hour we tried to go through, but tried to go through here before. And what happened last time we did that? It went up. So I'd be looking for it to go up. Usually it repeats itself, so that's what I'd be looking for. A close and break, a close and above. Another candle going up, I would buy. But this is still a 60-minute chart. Maybe this is too much. You can trade this, but let's take it down to 15, just more candles to look at. Maybe see if we still feel the same way. Now this gives us a better look at it. Now we broke below, we came back up. So now we can either go down or up at this point. So it's kind of up to the candles here. Break above, close, and another green, we're in. Break below, close, another red, we're in. So, and you're only going to go with 1/3 of your lots, move to break even as soon as you can. You know the scenario. I say it over and over. It's only so it sticks in my head and it sticks in your head. And you need to say it over and over so it sticks in your head. Because if you're trading it, that's what you want to do. Trust me. Try it and you'll like it. A couple times it knocks you out, it'll be worth it for what it saves you in the long run. So this is a 15-minute chart on the ETH. Now the other thing is let's bring down the MT4 so we can put some Fibonacci's on. See if we can find where it's going to turn around. That's kind of important. Let me bring it down. So here, this is ETH. Now the weekend we don't trade, so it jumped way up, and now we're retracing down. So the theory is to go over here, find where our lowest spot was, which is right about there. Go to our top, let her loose. 50%'s down here, and that's where it went down to. Look, boom, came all the way down to the 50, come back up. So what I would do, this is what I would do, guys, is I would wait until we either get a candlestick pattern here, tells me we're going up, or we cross that line and close above it. So it's two different things. If you want to play it safe, you cross this Fibonacci right here and close above it, then I would buy. Or as soon as you get a candlestick that looks like a morning star or needle nose or many different ones. So it'd be more the morning star I'd be looking for. And then you could try to buy in ahead of time, but be ready, this might still bounce off of that. So that's the problem with that. This is still a barrier. And until it breaks it, it's not clear to go to the next barrier. Right now you're in between these two barriers. So I'm not saying you can't buy below it. Just be ready to close it in case it's not going your way. That's all. But my guess, we've already come down near the 50% fib and we're going up. So I'd be looking for a buy. As soon as it crosses this, I'd buy it. So just a word to the wise. I don't know. It's what I would do. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. That's a 15-minute chart there. There's the same 1 hour chart. And for me, Bitcoin, how I do my trading usually is this is a 20 moving average. When I cross it and close above it and everything's telling me it's a buy, I buy it. Now up here, I couldn't have got out till this morning, but obviously it's going to still go up. What I do is anything above the 20s is even if I get a red going down, I don't take it. I only take the blues above the 20s. When I get below, I take the reds. It's a very simple concept. Works well for me. So right here would be a buy, I'm out. Right here would be a sell, but and you're out. Sell, you're out. Buy, you're out. Sell, you're out. Buy, you're out. Sell, you're out. Buy, you're still in. Still in, out. Never really crossed. I would have done nothing. I would have bought right there and I'd been one day up here. So pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. That way that works. It'll keep you out of trouble too. Oh, I want to go bigger. Sorry. So here's bigger. Now let's make it just a little bit smaller. There we go. So now let's try the Fibonacci. I'm going from here to there. So now we're waiting for it to pull back. 50% is way down here. I don't know if it's going to make it that far. Let's say we're wrong. Let's see, try something else here. Let me erase that one. Fib. Where are you? It's up in here somewhere. There it is at the bottom. Okay, Fib's deleted. Let's try it from a different location, just in case. Oh, got to close my chart up here. Sorry. There we go. We'll try it again. Boom. Try this low here to this high. That puts 50% back here. This looks more likely. As this thing's going to come down right here, probably touch this line here, and maybe break below and get near the 50, and then take back off. So this looks like a better deal here. So here's the 50, and the trend line's about the same thing. For my guess, it's going to come all the way down to here, and then from there it's going to bounce up. And then and actually how these also work too is when you're above, this is like a 3 or 4 moving average. When you're above it, it's a buy. When you're below it, it's a sell. So you're below it right now. But we can take it down to a 15-minute chart. It's always good to check another time frame. Now here, you got a sell trade here. It's all below. We're looking to come down to the 50. And it looks like it probably will. So my guess it's going to come down somewhere near here and then bounce up. I would wait for here and wait. And if you don't want to wait, then put a pending buy right here. Pending buy, put a stop loss down here, and put your take profit a little bit higher than up here. We're even with that. But I mean, that would be a good trade just to walk away from and see what happens later. So just things to look at. Let's go back to the ETH. This is on a 1 hour. We're just looking at this one. Here it is on the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart still came down. We're coming back up. We're still stuck in between these two, so it depends where it breaks out. These are our lines in the sand. So we've already bounced off this one here, which is the 100. This one's a 200. I think, or I got it wrong. So that's the 100. This is the 200. This is the 55. So we bounced off the 55. And you see here, if you look back in the past, we bounced off the 55. We bounced off the 55. So it likes to bounce off that 55. Well, it's always good to go back and look in the past, see what it does. So anyway, it's fun to go from there. So we'll call this done for today. I don't know if you got anything out of it. Hope so. Definitely check your fibs on these things because it loves to turn around at the 50% point. So be ready. Always be ready. So have a great evening. We'll talk to you later. Stay arb strong and we'll see if we can find out why that coin jumped up. And I'll do another video and tell you what I found. All right, you guys. Good night.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.